Hey, what's happening, Roland? Hey, it's time for my weekly update. I've had a really exciting week. You know, starting last weekend, I was up at the Mohegan Sun up in Connecticut doing a bunch of personal appearances, freezing my butt off. It was like 10 degrees that night, and I finally drove home, and I finally drove down to Lake Okeechobee. So Monday morning, I started out on Lake Okeechobee. It's nice and warm. Water temperature's about 75 degrees. I had a guide party, and the guide party was so cool. What they did, they had 4 guides, so every 2 hours I'd get another bunch of guys and go fishing. We'd catch 8 or 10 bass, and we caught a 6-pounder, we caught a 5-pounder, we caught a whole bunch of bass. So that was a good day. The next day, I lit them up on a frog. I had another guide trip. I took this popping frog and got back in the south side of the lake and started working that frog around different places, and bam, 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 had 40 different bites. Now, we didn't catch 40 fish. We lost half of them or more, but we did catch a couple big 5-pounders and even a 6-pounder. So that was a really, really good bite. Well, the third day I go back, and I figured, okay, I'm gonna do some film work. I'm gonna go back and catch a bunch of fish on the frog. Well, that didn't work out. You know, patterns change. Here's the whole thing about Lake Okeechobee and South Florida in general. Every day is a different day. Every day the patterns are different. Every day the temperature is different, the sun and light different, and all the different conditions are just changing all the time. So yesterday, I decided to go do a how-to film on a little thing on a YouTube deal, and that's how to fish a wacky rig. Now, that's my wacky rig, and I even showed the camera up in the shop how to make that little weedless hook. That was a part of the show, and I was showing how to skip this thing around the lily pads, and I caught one yesterday about 4.5 pounds and another couple medium-sized fish, and I even lost an even big one. But anyway, the whole thing about yesterday was the pattern started changing. And it started off real nice and warm and sunny in the morning, and then it started getting cooler in the afternoon and cloudy. And today it's real cloudy, real cold, and real windy. Completely different day. In fact, the Elite Series guys, no, it's the MFL, Major League Fishing guys. The Major League Fishing guys are on Okeechobee today, and they're having a really tough time. They're not biting very well. Not like they were 2 or 3 days ago. So that's what I'm saying. Patterns change every day. So yesterday afternoon, I was kind of disappointed. I said, you know, I'm just not catching them on the thing. Then I'm going to have to change my gears. I'm going to have to go do something else. So I went to the old trusty thing. I know you've seen me use this before. The old devil's horse. I threw this devil horse yesterday afternoon about 2:30. Actually, it was less than a day ago. I threw that devil's horse. I want to just show you what I caught. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This was yesterday at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's a 9.5, 9-pound, 8-ounce bass. 9-pound, 8-ounce. And I have really good scales. I have these good Rapala scales, and I weigh them really, really well. That's a monster bass. And that was caught on that devil's horse, and that's just as big a bass as you can find on a topwater plug. What a day. But patterns change. Today it's really cold. Temperature's 10 degrees colder. Wind's blowing. I doubt if a topwater is going to be a bite. So anyway, I'm a pattern guy, and that's one of the things I'll explain through my weekly updates, and I'll talk about the different patterns I use for the week. But I'm going to go now. I'm flying up to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to do another personal appearance in Omaha. It's about 20 degrees up there. But I'll be back Monday, and again Tuesday I'll start my fishing, and I'll give you another weekly update on what's happening rolling. So listen, I post every Wednesday about 6 o'clock, and that's a big deal, and every Sunday about 6 o'clock. And then I do my Friday update for the week. So, hey, you guys and girls are so supportive of my channel, and I want to thank you very much for watching. I really, really enjoyed doing these channels and doing these videos and YouTubes. It's just a lot of fun for me. I'm an old school teacher at heart. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.